Is Mrs. Sharpley, and today we are going to talk about prose. And anytime that we are reading something for enjoyment, a piece of literature, it is always going to fall into poetry, drama, and then our last is prose. And prose may be a word that is very not familiar to us. However, prose is actually the kind of literature you have read the most throughout your education. Prose are those fictional stories. And so we're going to kind of talk about the different characteristics of prose. All right, so I have went ahead and glued in my title, and then I have my little book here that we're going to write our characteristics of prose on. Right? So when we're reading, think of a story. That is what prose is. So when we're reading that prose, we have one sentence that follows another. Of course, poetry, they have lines. In the drama, we have our scripts and the dialogue that all of our characters are saying. But of course, in a natural, normal story, which is prose, we have one sentence that follows another. Alrighty, and then of course our sentences are grouped together in paragraphs. So sentences. All right, and then our last characteristics are actually, it's more of an example. So you have to think about the chapter books that we read, any kind of articles, things like that. Those are all going to fall into that prose. Anytime you read a short story, those are all going to fit into prose. So we'll say our examples. Are going to be like chapter books. And since we're tight on space, we'll probably just leave it at chapter books. All right, so that will help us with completing some activities today and for the rest of the week, okay? Have a good one.